Do you know when you see something in a shop and it looks cool, you buy it, and then well, luckily this hat has two colors and two sides, so I can use it both, and black is less American father and son's fishing weekend. Anyway, ciao everybody, it's me, Andrea, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will talk about harsh light and how to deal with it. And this topic came in mind because now in Italy it's summer. Well, it's summer throughout the northern hemisphere, but in summer here in Italy there are no clouds at all. Never. This morning I opened my favorite weather forecast, yr.no, and as you can see, sun, sun, sun. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of sunny days, but here we are, so the show must go on. So today I will give you some techniques and a lot of wind. Wind, wind, wind. Stop! Oh, wow. I throw away my hat because in some way it was made for winter and it fried my brain. Anyway, the very first tip of today is to avoid high dynamic range scene, like the scene behind me. Because despite our high scan, our cameras cannot handle with this situation. To better explain what I mean, I take two pictures. One exposed correct for the highlights, and the second for the shadows. As you can see, in the first one you can see the highlights but not the shadows, and in the second the opposite. A butterfly. Come on. Anyway, you have to decide in advance if you want to shoot at midday a subject completely in the shadow or completely in highlights. If you cannot live without shooting high dynamic range scene at midday because of your clients or just because you are sadist masochist, you can shoot bracketing, so a number of shots of the same scene, each one with a different exposure. Then you can blend those images using plugins or Photoshop, Lightroom or Capture One and create an horrific HDR image. Or you can blend manually using Photoshop. Clearly it's your own choice, but remember, horrific HDR. Shooting bracketing can save your day too. Sometimes the meter can compensate too much, creating a dark version of our images. Shooting bracketing can avoid this situation. When I'm shooting at midday, I prefer not to include the sky and the sun. Wait. Okay. As I said, I prefer not to include the sky because it's empty. Oh, in the other side, it's white because of the sun. An empty sky can hardly add something to our pictures, but there is an exception. Negative space, such as the picture I took during the last episode, in which the sky occupied more than 80% of the frame, becoming much more important than the initial subject. Tip number 4 is wait for some clouds, because clouds are like huge softbox. And in the afternoon, in days like this one, small clouds arrive because of the humidity, like the clouds you can see behind me. I like this frame, makes me like the Gabriel angel, I think, but more dark, more black, more bird, more everything. When a cloud arrive and cover the sun, it becomes like a huge softbox, so the dynamic range of the scene decrease a lot and you can concentrate on details. So 0.5. Follow me for a second. I saw a lot of houses in my life, and every houses have a lot of rooms, and I remember very little about every room. But I bet if I'd seen a room with an elephant in it, I'd remember for sure. And this is a classical elephant in a room situation. Probably this is not the best example I can give you, but the point here is search for details, because details can make your story fascinating. And clearly an elephant is fascinating, especially when it is in a room. Seriously, I think that details tells much more than the entire subject. I think that details tells great stories. And I can show you something. There, in the spot of light, there are a lot of webs. I show you some pictures. Okay, now it's time to come back to my car and stop this video. We arrive at the end of this episode. Thank you for following this video, and if you like it, I would be immensely grateful if you sign up to my channel. For you it's a small gesture, but for me it's very important because you can help me grow and prepare more videos. I make a video almost every 10 days, but until the next one, bye.